Question everything 3D printing here. Hey ladies and gentlemen, I downloaded a completely different STL file. I found this on Thingiverse and it was for oversized Nirvana pics. Now I printed this with atomic filament. It is what's considered their PLA Plus version 2.0 Extreme Impact. So as you can see, it came off the hotbed nicely without having to chisel away at it. This was a great STL file. These turned out much. Let's let the camera zoom in. Cleaner. I don't have my glasses on, but I can actually read the Nirvana logo. And there's a nice rounded thumbprint injection. It's really a comfortable pick. It's just going to need a slight, some slight post-processing work with just a file, which I'll be demonstrating here in just a second. But it was a success. Now that was 3 hours, and I printed at a resolution of 2.28. So it's not as high as a resolution as you need for a functional part. At 0.28, things tend to turn out pretty well. Like here we go. Here's the Nirvana the Nirvana happy face, the Nirvana smile, and this PLA Plus, this filament is extremely strong, and you usually need to give it some time to cure. Literally for functional parts, I allow a good 24-48 hours of curing before using them. However, these guitar picks, where it's not as crucial and there's not going to be any critical failures, have printed up absolutely really nicely. They're going to need a little bit of filing, sanding down, but that's perfectly normal if you're using any type of supports, which I did use tree supports. Interesting enough, I had been experimenting with some very low percentage tree supports, below 0% at one wall. I have upped since then. I have a print that almost failed, so I've changed it to 2.5% and 2 walls. And it seems to be much better. As well as this was a 5-wall print. And they seem just absolutely like a normal guitar pick. It has some flexibility to it, but is definitely strong enough.
32 inches is equivalent to a length of about 81.3 centimeters.
Well,
did that answer your question?
Thank you, Alexa.
Thanks for your feedback.
That's my wife. I do not like having recording devices such as Alexa in my home, but that's a whole different video. That's a whole different video, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll take a look. I'll pan down. I believe I've shown you, I did a little bit of post-processing with my thumbnail, and these have turned out really well. I can take the camera off the tripod and see if we can get a little bit. There we go. As you can see, these look much better than my earlier attempt. However, I printed them in a different orientation. I printed them standing up, whereas I printed the others laying down perpendicularly or laterally. Another cheat was I used a completely different machine. This is my first 3D printer. This is the Ender 3. another Ender 3. It has an upgraded Big Tree 3 version 2.0 motherboard to silent and quiet down the fans and stepper motors. An actual metal Creality upgraded 3D extruder, Capricorn tubing, 3D printed silencer, 3D printed CPU silencer, 3D printed screen cover for printing at night, 3D printed filament arm, and I believe it may be, this one's on rubber feet, but that one is on 3D printed feet or legs to elevate it, which helps with the sound, vibration, noise, and overall print quality. Some of these look really cool. Kind of want to see this one, but the support material gets to be a pain, especially doing it one-handed without a cameraman. There you go. There's the quality. That's the In Utero. It looks like the In Utero album cover, and it definitely says. Let's see. I think that says Nirvana. I don't have my glasses on, so I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. So this is an updated video, or part 2 of my pick video earlier. I feel that if I used the same STL at the same settings on this machine, I would have the same results. And right now on both machines, I'm running the same type of filament, which is the Atomic Extreme Impact, their version of a PLA Plus. I print at hotbed of 225 degree nozzle temps, 60 degree hotbed, and 60% fan cooling. And it has made some extremely strong parts, again using the same gunmetal gray on both of my machines. Surprisingly, I have a Ender V2 over here that I believe it just needs to be put back together. I forget where I am in repairing this. It was troubleshot, and it seems to be something simple, and I think it's ready to go. It just needs to be, I need to heat up the hot end, clear the hot end. I may need to replace the nozzle. I'm going to order some, sorry about the shoddy camera work, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to replace the hot end and have some stainless steel hot ends coming in very soon. So, the guitar picks turned out well. I think my jam session may have canceled, but that's fine. I plan on going surfing tomorrow. Looks like the surf is up. And just wanted to update you guys. Update y'all on for any female viewer or 3D printing enthusiasts that might be joining us. So have a positive and productive weekend, and I bid you a fond farewell.